Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'll show you how to on your Samsung TV. This is a Samsung base TV, and of course I'll show you to troubleshoot issues where your TV is just not powering on. Now for several reasons that may occur that a TV is not powering on, this works with just about any Samsung TV or even other TVs as well. So if your TV is not powering on, it might not be a case that it's broken, but it can be troubleshooted from easily and fixed. All right, so the first thing you want to do guys is to go ahead and to go to the plug.
Now if your TV is plugged into a power strip, go ahead and unplug the power strip just to rule out power issues and plug the TV directly to the wall. As you can see on the right here, the TV is plugged into the wall. You can quickly check the outlet as well. If you don't have any tools, go ahead and plug something in, such as a light, to quickly test the port to make sure that power is coming to the device, just to eliminate stuff like troublesome power strips. Alright, so once you make sure that is the case, you want to go ahead guys and go back to your TV.
Now once you're back at the TV, you're going to go ahead and locate the physical button on the TV. Do not use the remote. And of course, usually it's just beneath the logo. So go ahead and find Samsung logo or your TV logo. You should feel a raised spot. It can be to the center, it might be to the left, it might be to the right. Manufacturers tend to move them about. And once you feel that button, it might just feel like a button or it might feel like a raised stub. So once you do, you might have lights here, you might not have lights, it depends. And of course, you're going to just go ahead and hold for roughly 10 seconds. So count to 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let go. Just a normal time to power on. If you press here and of course the TV comes on, it might be one of two situations. Now, if you say your TV doesn't have a power button, that's not the case. It does have a physical power button. And the reason why we use the physical button is to rule out the remote. So if the remote has a problem, by pressing just for about 10 seconds or less, you're powering on the TV without the remote. So if the TV comes on, it usually means that it might be that your remote is at fault. Either the remote is dead or the power button is dead. All right, so you'd have to maybe recheck your remote. It might be a dead battery as well, so change the batteries. It might just be the power button. All right, now if the TV comes on, try to change the volume with the remote. If the volume is changed, next try to power off the TV with the power button here. If it doesn't power off but the volume works, it usually means that there's a defective power button. You can find a replacement remote online. To search for the appropriate remote, there's a code on your remote. Go ahead and search for the code with the name of the manufacturer and find an original OEM remote control, or try a universal and program it to your TV. Alright, next, if you're hearing sound from the TV but not display, it could be another issue. So this one should work, and of course in some cases and a lot of cases this is the issue. So we're gonna go straight into that. The next thing you want to try guys is to go ahead and unplug your TV from the wall.
Alright, so we're gonna unplug the TV from the wall. Alright, so once we unplug the TV,
we're gonna go ahead again, locate the power button right beneath the logo. The power button can also be to the sides, right or left side. So go ahead and find your button. Once you find that power button, if you can maneuver beneath the TV to see, you should be able to see the power symbol indicates the power button. Now this time with the TV unplugged, yes, unplugged, and it must be done with the physical button on the TV, not with the remote. Alright, so go ahead and press the button, which is the power button, and hold. You're gonna hold this for 60 seconds or longer. That's a minute. You can count to 60 at a good pace. 1, 2, you get the idea. And of course, let go after that 60 seconds. All right. Next, plug the TV back in.
all right, so we plug the TV back in.
Again, the TV is plugged back in. Go ahead and simply hold this time for just 10 seconds. That's the usual power up. All right, so just go ahead and hold or just press for 10 seconds. All right, for 10 seconds. You should feel a click meaning it should be a clickable button. So if you're pressing something and it's hard and not it's too rigid, it's not. It's a hold for 10 seconds and then let go. Alright, so the TV should power on after pressing the button, and of course again you should get the display. Alright, so if the TV doesn't come back on and the display is still black or blank, you want to repeat that power cycle method at least 3 times. Power cycle method, which was to unplug the TV from the wall, locate the physical power button, press and hold for 60 seconds while the TV is unplugged, let go, plug the TV back in, and then hold for 10 seconds to power on and see if the TV starts to power up again. So if the TV does power back up, it should be fixed. You might want to try this up to 3 times. In some cases, I've heard of cases where it requires more tries, up to even 10 or anywhere thereabout or more. And if all else fails, you can always plug the TV out, do the power cycle again with the 60 seconds, and leave the TV unplugged overnight, wait until morning, and then plug it back in, especially if you cannot be bothered with trying it more than the allotted at least 3 times. Now another thing might be that the TV as a device that's plugged in, that's causing the TV to go blank. Unplug everything from your HDMI ports, then try to power the TV on, and if it comes on, it usually means that it's the gaming console or something on the connection that's causing the problem. So go ahead guys and plug them back in one at a time till you isolate which device that was connected was causing the issue. Or of course you can once you find that device, let's say it's a gaming console, it might be a bad HDMI cable, change out the HDMI cable and you should be good again. Make sure, as I said earlier, you're not using a power strip. Power the TV directly from the wall. Check your remote batteries, make sure that the power button is working as I showed you earlier. And if you run through all of these and try the various tips, it should work, especially doing the power cycle with holding down the power button while the TV is plugged into the wall for the 60 seconds. If you try all of those, one of those should work. If you have any direct questions, you can ask them below. Maybe I'll be able to help with direct tips based on your situation itself. So go ahead and share your experience below. As always, recorded from Blog Tech Tips. And bye until next time, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.